Pinot Gris versus Pinot Grigio on this episode of The Thunder Show. Hello everybody and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, is The Thunder Show, the internet's most passionate wine program, and we continue on this delightful Tuesday, the Battle Royal, the head-to-head, the Rocky versus Drago gloves in Rocky 4, and we're doing a very interesting episode because to me this is really one of the interesting grapes in the world. Pinot Gris, Pinot Grigio, same grape. We have Oregon Pinot Gris versus, here we go again, versus a Pinot Grigio from Collio, and both at 17 bones. We've got the Chehalem Pinot Gris 2006, which Pinot Gris was first introduced into Oregon in 1966 and has really caught on in the last 50 years. And versus the Fontenelle, this is the St. Helena single vineyard Pinot Grigio, which is 90 points Wine Spectator actually, and $17 US. And before we get into the Pinot Gris, Pinot Grigio, which by the way, very interesting kind of grape raw because it's bluish gray, pink brown grapes. If you've ever seen Pinot Gris in a vineyard, you'd never think it's a white wine grape, Mott. You'd be like, oh, what's that red wine? Pinot Gris. Oh, sorry. Clearly I don't know anything. Anyway, and probably the star of the show, because I think you all know that I prefer cheese to wine, the Goupier, which is a very interesting, very similar to Morbier, artisan cheese from Washington State. Big fans of Washington State. This rolls in at about 19 bones a pound. Very popular cheese, Alan, the cheese guy downstairs, says to me, so I'm excited about trying that, and that should be good. Now, Pinot Gris, porcupine gray in French, Mott. You like that? The gray, porcupine, pine cone. The gray pine cone. Seems kind of interesting. Sounds like a sake name. Also, kind of something neat that we're doing the Essich glasses. These glass Essich, E-I-S-C-H. Kind of cool logo, Mott. Maybe you can zoom in on this. They were kind enough to send me some glasses. So, can you get it? Yep. Kind of cool. So, I kind of like the shape of these. So, we're going to kind of, we did, yesterday's head-to-head, and we had the different colors. I thought this could be a lot of fun. We can see it. Look at this. Is that right off the bat interesting? Mott, that's cool, right?
It's great when it all works out.
Isn't it nice when it all works out? So, maybe if I get out of the way, or whatever, you can really see. I mean, it's going against the dark shirt. Anyway, wow. Right off the tippy top. This is a pretty cool format, Mott. If I go like this, and I put the cheese in the middle. Can I eat a little cheese, like right off the bat? You can see I've already been eating it off air. Let's analyze the cheese first. Let's do a little cheese tasting. Zoom in, Mott. Zoom in, baby. The Goupier. God, it's got a great smell. I like the stinkiness. I mean, this smells just like the classic, like your feet after, just deliciousness, gorgeousness. Let's give this a whirl. Oh God, I like this a lot more than the Morbier, which is kind of boring. Just great creaminess, nice nutty, very walnutty, as a matter of fact, on the nose. A little like sheep butt kind of component, which I like. This is made from pasteurized cow's milk. Very, very good. Link up Justin. We can ship the cheese now a little bit. So if you're interested in the cheese, we will link up Justin's email. You can give him a zap and figure out what's going on here. And we can see right off the bat from the Chehalem, again, 17 bones, from Oregon, and the
It's stayed in between Washington and California.
no, I know where it is, and the St. Helena single vineyard from Fontenelle, good producer, Pinot Grigio. What's very interesting is Pinot Gris is normally considered heavier than Pinot Grigio. But you can tell by the color, that doesn't look to be the case at all. But let's see what's going to happen. Let's go first into the Chehalem 2006 Pinot Gris, 17 bones from Oregon. Beautiful nose. After the last flight with whites, I'm excited to see that off the bat. Nice sugarcane component coming through on the nose. Little hints of honey. Little mineral action going on through here. Kind of makes me think of like the pebbles you put into a fish tank. Believe it or not, is what's really coming through for me. Sugarcane and honey, definitely. Very interesting. Good, solid, classic nose. Let's give it a whirl. Great acidity, nice fruit, delicious. Oh, I like it. I like the little switchblades ripping through my palate. Kind of like, oh, I shouldn't say it. It's bad. But switchblades ripping through my palate. Great acidic little bombs, like little icicles, like pointy little icicles. Right on your pal. And you know what? I like it. Think of dandelions, tulips with honey on top of them and eating that. Very floral, very honey, very seductive. Huh, what are you doing later, baby? You know, really nice wine. Solid. Now, before we score or do anything like that, let's go to next wine. Much, much more interesting color. I mean, just, you know, athlete steroid taste. You know, test. Not taste, but athlete steroid taste pea color. You know what's going on. Compose yourself, my man. Oh, we got you more than ever before. Only took 420 episodes to really get you. Really, really, really beautiful color. Let's give this wine a sniffy sniff. Not as aromatically interesting right off the bat. There's some beautiful lemon. Ooh, you know what it is? Have you ever seen like that lemon Have you ever ordered a Coke with a lemon or lime? And they're like, well, we don't have, maybe especially on an airplane, we don't have lemon or lime, but we have this lemon powder. Sometimes you get the lemon juice, which is kind of cool, but they sometimes give you a lemon powder. You feel like, boy, it looks like airborne. You know, you rip it and you put it into your soda, and it goes like, becomes like a volcano 4th grade science project, and I'm like, oh, delicious. Anyway, this smells like that powder, like a lemon powder. Or I could have said lemonade mix, which would have been easier. Country time lemonade mix. That's what this smells like. Interesting. A little like buttered bread kind of component comes through as well. Kind of interesting. The lemon is really singing the song. Little Diana Ross to me. What's great is, traditionally they tell you the Pinot Grigios are much lighter and crisper and the Pinot Gris are heavier. Let's flip the switch. That's a little Lionel Kitty City. Turns that frown. Upside down action. By the way, that was a great store, Mont. Do you remember that store? Had the kangaroo as the logo. The kangaroo to the Toys R Us giraffe. It was the counter. It was a Jersey thing. Tell me if you know Lionel Kitty City. Give me a little shit. You do?
Oh, I remember it.
It was huge. Anyway, a lot of complexity, very oily, very Viognier-like without the aromatics to me on its body level. Heavy stuff. Big boy. Acting tough for a white, light, crisp wine. You know, kind of like a 3rd grader that just knocked out a 7th grader. That kind of move. Very interesting. I get a lot of lemongrass, really interesting bluestone, very clean and crisp. Very different wines. This is much more fruit forward, has a higher sugar level. To me, this goes more with spicy food. If you're looking for spicy food, if you eat Thai food, this would be a great counter. This actually holds up to a Dover sole or some sort of fish. I could see myself at a Greek restaurant getting a whole fish, pan-seared, you know, just lemons for days, and then just ripping through this beautiful wine. This is more my style. This is more what I would hand to customers in their hand. You understand? That's where you got to really understand your palate, and that's what I'm talking about. Trusting your palate, not listening to somebody else. Good job by the spectator finding this wine. Good, solid effort. I'm going to score the Fontenelle. I'm going to score it 89 plus. I got to keep it real. 89 plus, and I'm going to go with the Chahal. I'm going to give it 87 points. Two good wines. Very interesting. I know, I gave the last 86 wine, and that was bad, but it was $52. That's what made me sad. This is, 87 plus for a $17 wine. Not a screaming, oh my God, let's go out and get it, but definitely serviceable. And if you really like Thai food or spicy food, this is a very adequate answer. Though I think you can find some things in the Alsace that will do better. Couple things. House cleaning. I give the cheese a 90. And no, I've never scored a cheese lower than a 90. Somebody asked me that. You see that? Two questions of the day. But the first one's imperative because we're kind of planning some things out. As of right now, are you planning on being here for the Thunder Party on March 29th at Wine Library, starting at 11 a.m.? That's when we're starting, folks. 11 a.m. Are you going to be here for the Thunder Party? We're going to be from 11 to 1. Then we're going to go somewhere locally. Is that right? From 1 to 3? No. Till 3 to 5. Right. 11 to 3 here. And then from 3 to 5, we're going somewhere else. Only 100 of you. We're going to have a little drawing for that. If you're coming from way out of town, let me know. We'll make sure you get into that 100. And then I will probably be organizing some dinners. Other Vaynerchuks are going to be hosting. I don't think I'm going to be available that night. Maybe, though. I'm going to fight for it. That Friday night. Or maybe I'll be available that night, not the Friday. I got to study for our fantasy baseball thing on Sunday. Anyway. And question number 2. What is your favorite Pinot Grigio Pinot Gris? Same grape, folks. So catch somebody. Trick them. Be like, what do you like better, Pinot Gris or Pinot Grigio? Oh, I actually like the Pinot Gris. Shut up, clown! They're the same thing! Because you, with a little bit of me, and a lot of cheese. We're changing, my cholesterol. We're changing the wine world.